In a world of mediocre podcasts, one man, one dream, one desire. Hey, this is TheBigJB, voice of the panda on Twitter, greeting you from the garage as usual, the parking garage here at my office. It is November 29th. Yes, just double checking the time there. Tuesday morning, just got done at my chiropractor's and drove here. It was crazy traffic between my chiropractor and here. He's like 15 minutes away, and it took me like almost 25 minutes to get here. Lame. So a couple people asked me why I decided to do this, this whole thing. And I may have mentioned it before, but I don't remember. So this might be a repeat for some people. There are two podcasts that really inspired me. And I would love to do a podcast, but one, I don't have good enough recording equipment. Two, I don't know that I have, I obviously have the dedication to do something for a few minutes every day. I'm not sure if I have the dedication to even do a half-hour show once a week. But you know, that may happen. Anyway, the two podcasts that really inspired this were The Daily Affirmation with Scott and Chris, Scott Kurtz and Christopher Straub. They are two webcomic artists. They do some amazing work, so if you don't check them out currently, you should go to pvponline.com and I think starslipcrisis.com. It could just be starslip.com, but because I actually don't remember the URL. Those are their properties, and they've been friends for a really long time, and they've worked together. And they have this really cool sort of friendship banter. And their podcast, The Daily Affirmation, it's years old now, but even going back and listening to it, they get along well. They ask really good questions. They talk about things that are on their mind for the day, and it was something that they posted every morning. The other one is Hypothetical Help with Scott Johnson and Mark Turpin, or as he usually is called, the Terpster. They do a weekly podcast called Hypothetical Help, where they take questions and they offer their advice. And I really, really like that podcast, especially because a lot of the advice that they give is very close to the stuff that I would have said, or close to the things that I do tell people, because people ask me for advice a lot. So those are the things that were the inspiration for this podcast. And I thought, it would be just really cool to do a morning thing. So I may have covered that before. Who knows? I don't care. You're watching, right? You're not leaving. Well, no, don't click the pause button and walk away. I was thinking about bike riders, because it's really cold this morning. It's been really cold here in Seattle the last couple days. It hasn't been raining, which has been nice, because we got buckets and buckets of rain. Now, it only happened in a couple days, but my gosh, it was a lot of rain. The last couple days have been fairly clear and therefore very cold. And I saw a couple guys riding their bikes this morning, and they're bundled, right? They've got the whole face mask thing covering up their bike riding gear, their helmets on, of course. And I just thought, dude, you're making the rest of us look bad. You've got that much dedication that you're going to get out and ride your bike even in this weather. Yeah, that's way more dedication, and I don't need anybody else looking at me, making me look bad. So I thought that was kind of funny. I was going to talk about something else, and now I've forgotten what it was. But, I do want to talk about Christmas. I'm looking forward to it. I usually get Christmas decorations up and start playing Christmas music the weekend after Thanksgiving, because I'm a little bit of a freak that way. But I did not do that this year. I did end up getting up some of our Christmas decorations, but not all the decorations and the lights. And I really like Christmas. I'm trying to do it a little bit different this year and focusing on our beliefs rather than focusing on the number of gifts that we get, or even the quality of gifts that we get, because it really isn't about the presents that you get, or it shouldn't be anyway. And yet we all turn it into that. I mean, the fact that Christmas decorations were up and started playing at one of the stores near our house literally the day after Halloween, that's crazy. That's just ridiculous. There's absolutely no reason or excuse for that. All it does is make people really annoyed with Christmas, and that's not what the holiday should be about. So my wife and I spent some time talking about that last night, and how we're going to handle it in our family and what we want to do, and that was really good. I really enjoyed that conversation with her. So the day promises to be busy. It's going to be a full week, I'm sure. I submitted all my time off requests for December. I requested the days off for the launch of Star Wars: The Old Republic, and then talked about what I'm going to do for Christmas. So should be all set for December. It's going to be busy, I'm sure, leading up to that. So anyway, this has been the Big JB. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate the subscriptions, especially the guy who subscribed just because I look like Tony Stark. Hey, if that's what it takes to get a subscription, then fine. Since a lot of people think that Tony Stark, or rather Robert Downey Jr., is good looking, I'll take it. Absolutely. I'll take it. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Have an awesome day. I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye.